Hello guys, welcome to another stream. This is your uncle MordredOG, and because everybody's saying that I yap too much at the introduction, I will be quick. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, follow me everywhere, follow me, subscribe. We are growing as a community. We're getting crazy high, 13,000 subs on YouTube, a lot of people following on the live streams. And tonight we are going to play the game finally after leveling up so many builds, trying to find what we want to play. The indecisiveness was hitting me super hard, but tonight I introduce you to the second form, not the final, just the second form, because we are just starting, of our occultist forbidden rite of soul sacrifice. It's a pretty cool name, by the way. As you can see, different from the last video that I will link up here, I show you a little bit of the gameplay of that new interaction discovered just a few days ago. But now we have something more. As you can see, we have some little blue balls rotating around our character. Yes, we are power charge stacking. We have 11 power charges at the moment. And this is thank you to some special gear that is not really that expensive. At the moment we don't have the power charge on helmet because that's gonna be expensive, but we have Malakai's loop, which give us 2 power charges. We have Void battery, which give us 1 power charge. We have Graven secret, which give us 1 power charge, and all these items probably we can get them all for 50 chaos. I think even 20 chaos probably. Then we have this one, which is probably a little bit expensive because its power charges Ralakesh Impatience. Ralakesh has been changed in this new patch, so you don't have anymore all the 3 power charges, endurance charges and frenzy charges count as maximum, but only one. You can drop one item that has only either power charges, frenzy charges, or endurance charges. And this one, I think it's not really too expensive, but maybe 70 chaos. And then, yeah, the 2 main items that allow this interaction, which is Coiling Whisper, which after 90% of your hex duration on enemies, it basically create 1 soul eater stack for yourself, and Whisper of Infinity. Whisper of Infinity is mostly converting the cost of your skill. Instead of being mana, there will be energy shield. And because we basically have no mana, our mana is mostly reserved. Now actually we are adjusting because we changed a few things, but mostly our mana is reserved. We don't have to worry too much about this because we are only using energy shield, but we have a huge amount of recovery on energy shield. Our character at the moment has just 6,400 energy shield, which is not that great to be honest, but we are going to improve. I just took a new 6 link. I tried to make the right colors work for the new setup of the curses, because you need to reduce the duration of the of the temporal chains. Level 1, you have to reduce the duration in order to be able to have the temporal chain be less duration than Bloodfall or Tartarus. So we have 0.62 second duration of temporal chains, and Bloodfall or Tartarus is 0.7 frequency. So this way, create a chain loop that when we get closer to enemies, or even now, because we added the lightning warp to this 6 link, even when we lightning warp through them, we will get soul eater, and we will basically get to full soul eater 45 charge stacks really quickly. And then I'm gonna show you now how it works. But tonight it's not just a recap of what is happening. Of course, we change a few things. This node, Vile Bastion, pretty great. Gives us so much quality of life with regeneration of energy shield per second and block on spell damage. We have Forbidden Power now because we get more plus power charge, and we change also our Militant Faith now with Inner Conviction to get more damage. I am also considering getting the Mastery here. Not sure yet. Our Cluster Jewel at the moment is a complete wreck. We need to completely change this. I just took it because I was having some spare points, but maybe I should work them around. And we added this, which is a neat, interesting thing. So in order to make the setup work, in order to have, because we are losing the Aegis Aurora, which was providing us with a lot of spell block and attack block chance, joined with Glancing Blow. We drop Glancing Blow and we add, we get this shield here without the implicit for more spell block, because also that one is going to cost a lot. But we add in here some fire tattoo, and thanks to this new jewel, the Red Nightmare, every fire or elemental resistance in radius get converted to attack block chance. And this allows us to basically be with another jewel that I put in here and another one in there. We're basically spell block capped, as you can see. Chance to block spell 75% and chance to block attack damage 76%. Also because I got a mastery that gives us +1 to that. And yeah, this is pretty much how the build works, very quickly, very shortly. But let me tell you, in order to make this build work, I had to go through hell and back, because the first interaction that we were using with poison was very interesting. It was on the one basically that Jung Roan put on his video, and I'm still thinking I might try to go back to that. I'm not sure. I want to test this one a little bit further and see if I can get more gear. How can this become? Because we have some downsides in order to swap to this. Okay, we got a lot of damage because of the power charges, and everybody would want that, right? We are hit based, and also we are at the moment a crit build pretty much. Spell critical strike, you cannot see because my cam is on it, but if I move it, spell critical strike chance is 50% at the moment. I don't know why it's 50% at the moment. It should be way higher. I told you I need still to fix a few things in here. We are working to make this become better. It was about 70% before. I think once we enter the maps, probably it's getting higher. I don't remember. I was at about 80% before. I don't know why. That's very, very weird. I should be crit capped, by the way. But yes, all in all, we have to fix a few things. We are, with so many uniques, we have a lot of problems with resistances, but we can fix that using Herald, Purity of Elements in our somewhere. Where the hell is it? Purity of Elements. We have Discipline to get more energy shield, and the problem is on the damage side, because Forbidden Right, now we have a 2020, Forbidden Right, we still need to quality the other gems. The major issues is greater volley require a lot of dexterity, and at the moment we are pretty much there, just thanks to this ring. Otherwise, we don't have much dexterity to pick from anywhere except from the chest, but it's pretty difficult if you want to get an energy shield chest with this. So we have to pick some nodes. We have to pick some nodes on the tree with dexterity and strength as well. So as I was saying, this build has quite a few challenges that we need to get through. Not as easy to set up, very easy for basic starting, let's say as I started last time when I showed you. But then once you want to get a little bit more out of it, a little bit more survivability, a little bit more damage and so on, In particular, with this new base on based on power charges, it's a little bit more difficult. And we had to take this node here in Anoint. Yeah, this one is the one that gives him +3 to maximum chance to block attack damage, and that's why we are 76. So he took this one in order to be able to block and get block capped. Otherwise, the perfect node was the one reducing the duration of the curses. And in that case, we were not using this setup, but we can have a full 6 link for the Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice. So yeah, we are still playing around with this. I might try to get back to the 6 link for this and try to find another solution for the curse setup. But yeah, it's a little bit tricky, as I said. So we are level 90 at the moment, so we need to still level a little bit. But in the meantime, I wanted to bring you a new strategy. Well, a strategy that I played a lot in Freesia League, and it made me quite a few good money. And I think this one could be a strategy that anybody could appreciate, because it's not that difficult to set up. It's pretty easy. It requires a few scarabs that are very cheap compared to major farming strategies for currency. And so you can start it pretty much from nothing, and it's going to take a little bit, but you might get a big payout. And this strategy is going to be bam, and at the moment I'm going to show you the strategy completely unoptimized. So we are just putting some scarabs. We have a passive Atlas tree that I set up right before the stream. And this passive tree is synergizing pretty well with my own build and with what I want to farm. Why? Because I'm taking shrines, which are giving me a lot of power. If I get the right shrine on this build, in particular Echo Shrine or Speed Shrine, this will get so much better to clear and kill bosses and so on. We are getting Harbinger because I will tell you later why. I will tell you later why you should farm Harbinger. Just leave a follow in the meantime, like the video, and let me know what's your favorite farming strategy in this league. But yes, Harbinger, and there is an explanation why I want to farm Harbinger in this league, except the other farming strategy that I showed you before. And then we have some Delirium, mostly chance and some stuff to get more rewards, and of course Eater of the Words, because this one can give us some good payout as well with some divination card or some other stuff. At the moment, as I said, the strategy is completely not optimized. What I advise everybody to do is to get one good map, which apparently this league good map would be this one. For divination card, I'm talking about divination card Basilica, which is down here. I'm still on it with the camera, but down here. And if you press, when you are on it, if you press Alt, you can see the cards that this map can drop, and it can drop Enlighten, which is a very good skill that, in particular early in the league, can be very important and very pricey. 7 Years Bad Luck, which is another very rare card, almost impossible to find, so don't really think too much about it. And the Damnation, which is a new card that gives us the original scripture, which apparently is another very valuable item. So this is what we're going to do right now. And from Harbinger, what we are pretty much trying to farm, let's say, consistently, we're gonna get a lot of Chaos Shards, a lot of Annulment Shards, maybe some Exalted Shards, and every now and then we might get some Fracturing Shards as well. What I'm using as Scarabs at the moment, because I haven't unlocked the full thing in here, I'm missing one slot. We are using 3 Harbinger Scarab. We are setting Harbinger on the map device, and we're getting Harbinger Scarab of Obelisk, which nobody uses, so these are super cheap. I think you can pay 1 chaos for 2 of these. But yeah, this is very I would say nobody is considering this a real thing, but personally, from my many maps in Free League, and I'm saying many, probably more than 200 maps. I never dropped a mirror shard, but I found so many fracturing orb from shards dropping from this. And once my build will be stronger, I will optimize this to include also the scarab. What is it? Let me show you. The Harbinger Scarab of War Hordes, which makes sorry, we should use this as well, but the one that I want to use is the one that I don't have. Oh no, I have the Regency one, which you have the 50% chance that Harbinger get replaced by a powerful Harbinger boss. This will increase the rewards even more, and it's gonna be way better. But of course, it's also more difficult as a content. The good thing about this strategy, I believe that everybody would agree if you try it, if you want to try it yourself, even if you don't have all the full points in the Atlas passive tree and you just can take only a few nodes, you can drop the Delirium if it's getting too difficult, you can maybe adjust the shrines if you don't like it for your build and you want to use something else. So it doesn't require many points. You can see from the passive tree, from the Atlas tree, sorry, you can see from the Atlas tree that if I click on Harbinger, the only Harbinger node, sorry, if I click on Harbinger, let me zoom in. The only Harbinger nodes are this, this, and this. So basically you can start this from day one that you enter in maps. As soon as you get a few nodes to get up here and here, you go this way. I advise everybody to get to go for Delve, because Pact with Energy is such a huge buff to your build as well, and basically your Atlas tree will start to complement your build as well and give you even more and more power. And I haven't even talked about the Mercenary yet. Wait for it, because the Mercenary, it's coming. But yes, we will get just a few points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get the first Harbinger. So after the first 7 maps after you enter in maps, after the first 7 maps, you can just start farming Harbingers or getting Harbinger nodes. Then maybe if you want, you can get Pact with Energy, and then you get more Harbinger nodes up here just a little bit later. Sorry, up here just a little bit later, and then up here as well. So after this, there are no more Harbinger nodes anywhere. You could just stop there. So you can keep farming and getting all the other nodes in your Atlas, and this will be pretty much it. You can add more stuff. So I added shrine. As you can see, if I click, you can see where they are. All the shrine nodes, I took them. And I took also maps, because we want to sustain our maps, and also because maps get really interesting to sell as well in bulk. If you right, in particular at the beginning of the league, but also later on, maps always sell pretty much. And then later with 8 mod maps, you will make probably a fortune, and with tier 17 maps selling, ooh, let's not talk about that. Then, as you can see in this tree, the top side is the one that I took all, even if I haven't taken all the stuff up here. I took only the Eater of Words. I took these nodes because this is the new influence, and I think it's pretty valuable. Getting maps with the new influence can be pretty good. They have modifiers that are in between the tier 16 and the tier 17, but they can provide good rewards, so I took those. I already talked about Delirium. It's just my personal preference. I might play some Delirious maps as well, because I like to farm Delirium as well. And also because I think still at the moment Delirium orbs are very expensive, so you can still sell them quite a lot. So stay on the lookout for the Delirium orbs and sell them as much as you can. But yeah, the top side is very important because it gives you a map modifier effect. So the map modifier effect means that once you get, if I show you from the thing here, explicit modifier in your maps, 60% increase the effect of explicit modifier in your maps. 3% increase in your maps per 5% quality, 2% increase the effect of the explicit modifier in your maps per explicit modifier. So this will basically kind of double. 60, this can get about 80% or more, maybe, yeah, probably more than 80%. And I'm not even sure I took all of them. Let me see. Yeah, I took this. I took this. No, this. No. But yeah, I took pretty much all of them that I could find. And this basically gives you more difficult maps, for sure, because the explicit modifier includes also some negative stuff on your maps, but also better rewards. So you definitely want to have the top side completely taken, and these little nodes here, here, and here, but without picking this one, because this one you can pick it only if you're very sure that your build can do it, because some monster can be very, very rippy. So, and after saying all of this, there is also the Eldritch Gates, another node that I'm gonna take only once I'm sure about my build. At the moment, I'm still testing this build, so not completely sure I can do super difficult content. But yes, this is it. Very easy start. You will see now in maps how it works. The good thing about what I'm gonna play right now is that most of the maps that I'm gonna play, and yeah, I haven't talked about the map. I was introducing to you the fact that probably you can scry Basilica in order to get to something nicer, like I don't know. I'm at the moment I'm going for Jungle Valley, Tropical Island, and Mesa. These are my favorite, and I think the good thing about wait, sorry. The good thing about this new patch, Tropical Island is right here, okay? And we have City Square right here. And I'm gonna try to farm this too, because this strategy with Harbinger, I found personally myself, is very nice in City Square. There is an open space. You can find Harbinger all around the square, and then the bosses on the inside. It's very easy to get through them. The layout is pretty simple. I like to farm Harbinger in this one. You can also farm it in Tropical Island, not too different. Maybe Jungle Valley as well is nice, but yeah, these two are connected, so it's actually easier to farm them. You can basically favor all the City Square and one Tropical Island in order to alternate them, and then just farm them, in particular if you take in singular focus on your Atlas tree, but that's another thing for later. And yeah, this could be the maps. You can also farm something else. I mean, the Jungle Valley is close to Castle Ruin, which is not too bad. Mesa Jungle Valley is another very good duo. Oh yeah. Mesa Jungle Valley Park as well, and Underground Sea if you want to. But yeah, Mesa Jungle Valley for sure. So there are very good combination of maps this league, and you should probably try to explore more of them. Let's start with the Mesa, right? Because I'm talking about it, I'm show you how Mesa is. Mesa is more linear, It's more open as well, but has two levels of farming, the outer and inner side. So yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, the good thing about these maps is that as long as I see that my map doesn't have monsters are those does spring, I don't know why, that my map that has monster are hexproof, I'll be fine, because if I say the monster are hexproof or immune to hexes or curses, whatever, that can be a big problem for me. But as long as that's not a mod in my map, and I can see it's not a mod at the moment, we're pretty fun to go. Let's go with the first map, boys. And you will see how fast have I become. So, as I said in my previous video, we have Blade Lord Tartarus, which is basically our enabler for the build to work, and Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice. And we're gonna move our character with Lightning Warp, which is also going to You know, it's also going to give us a Soul Eater. We are already at maximum stacks of Soul Eater, by the way, and we have the Harbinger right here also. So wait, I want to do the Delirium first. And we have taken the Echo's Shrine, as I was saying before. With this one, our damage is going high tremendously. And we're going to destroy pretty much all the content. If I stay on this Harbinger, I die. As I said, I'm still testing. This build is not really... This build is not really working as it should be. I should be way more tanky. But yeah, there are some things that can be done. I was able to do it before. I don't know why. Maybe I got shocked or something. Oh, wow. I don't know what is that medium cluster jewel, but seems to be valuable. We're gonna explore it later. We are doing the Harbinger now because the Delirium has gone. I like to do this with the Delirium orbs, so I have all my time to farm Harbinger without having to come back. But, you know, it is what it is for now. We are on a budget, and I'm basically giving you an heads up also on how to farm it. Maybe you find a better way than me, but I prefer usually just to go through the Delirium and then come back to the Harbinger. And because it's basically a circle, you just make the first lap doing the Delirium, the second lap you do the Harbinger. But now that the Delirium has gone, you can basically go through the Harbingers one by one. Now, I have changed my loot filter as well. As I was telling you in the previous videos, you should always be on top of that. Once you get to tier 16s like we are right now, you should always change your loot filter in order to match, in order that you don't waste time. Because at the end of the day, something that was valuable for you before, because when you were poor, now you can probably farm it in 1 second. Maybe you don't know how. Maybe you don't realize how, but most likely, instead of farming every little piece of crap that we were getting in League Start, instead of farming every little piece of gear that you get in League Start, well, guys, I promise you this should have gone way better. Let me see this jewel here, though. This one is exactly attack the 20% increased damage. Ooh. 45 chaos. It says 45 chaos. Are we sure about that? 1 divine. Let's try with 1 divine. Not really sure it's gonna sell for 1 divine, but as you can see, we have some exalted shards. That's pretty good. Also, another currency that everybody is completely ignoring, and it's very frequent during Harbingers. It's annulment orbs. We're gonna find later. I'm gonna check on the market, and I'm gonna show you how much annulment orb are at the moment on the market, because I'm pretty sure as well, not many consider how many annul you can get from Harbinger. It's quite a lot, and you can't really get them easily in maps. So I am trying to tank everything because my build should be able to, but this build in theory can also just do a little bit of a ping pong from one zone to the other one, because it's very quick. If I run with this, you see how fast I am, right? And I could, instead of tanking all the damage, I could just ooh, this was a lot of damage. I could just go through the monsters on one way and back, but it's not really what I want to do. I want to test the damage and see how much I need to improve in gear and how much it's good for me, how much I feel that I need to improve in gear. That's why I am taking the risk and dying multiple times. It's my personal preference in order to see what I should adjust. And consider that at the moment my gear is really bad. I need to, for sure I need to get leather belt. I haven't checked, but it's never happening, right? Right, it's never happening. So this is pretty much the reason why I want to be able to get to a comfortable level of currency in order to buy my upgrades and maybe craft them. At the moment I cannot really. Also, I'm picking up pretty much all these shards because little shards by little, every shards makes us money. Even the little Eldritch Ichor, they can give you 1 chaos or 2, so it's pretty good anyway. And at the end of the day, with some chaos shards here and there, some exalted shards here and there, you will realize if you farm and like again, it's not a difficult farm, except me dying like an idiot 2 times. It's not a difficult farm. You can pretty much do this without even caring if you have a good build, and you don't really need a lot of damage. And in particular, once you get the shrines, it's an autopilot. You just go through them. These mercenaries, though, these are very, very nasty. And this guy might kill me now. I want to be sure. Yeah, my energy shield went so low, it's crazy. Oh my god, I don't know how to deal with him. If he gets in melee, I am completely screwed. Okay, we won. But as you see, careful with the mercs, they are nasty. What the fuck was that? That wasn't a merc, that was an essence. Jesus Christ. Okay, so annulment orb. I have 4 at the moment. Currency exchange. If I want to buy, I want to sell my annul. At the moment, the 1 annulment orb is 220, 230, pretty much. 2, let's say 2 chaos. So in this strategy that I'm showing you, you will get a lot of this annulment orb. And you can basically get so many chaos, you have no idea. Exalted orbs are still very expensive as well, right? Yeah, Exalted orbs still have 14, that's insane. Last league I think they went up down to 7 chaos, 6 chaos or something like that. So with Exalted shards you get these, and it's a lot of money. And maybe you will not get some divines, like in many other strategies they push to get the divines, but this one is a safe way to get a steady income from annulment orb, chaos orb. For sure you will farm a lot of chaos orb and a lot of annulment orb. You can farm regal orb as well, and I think regal orb as well at the moment can sell for a good amount still. Where are regal? Where are the regal orbs? Jesus, I'm blind. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get it. Jesus Christ, I can't find the regal orb. There you go. Holy shit. No, regal orb at the moment there is no market. Oh no, wait. For chaos. Okay, 1 chaos orb for 250. So yeah. It's still quite a lot of money if you get a lot of them, but it's probably the least important for your strategy. So, yeah. This first map was pretty much a disaster, but we're gonna finish it and get to the next one. And in the meantime, again, I remind everybody, the build is cool because of speed, because of purple beam going around, but still need quite a lot of improvement, and I'll do that but I need money for that, so gonna take a little bit. I remind everybody that I'm playing also other 3-4 characters, but yeah, so I spread my income into too many directions because of content on YouTube, you know. By the way, this essence is probably worthless as well. This essence is pretty damn tough, but I want to kill it because it might be an achievement or something like that for this league. It's just a waste of time. You don't really need to go through essences. Probably you should avoid them because they don't really pay you a lot as well. And the other thing I'm gonna show you later is another cool thing, by the way. Oh shit, we got him. No, we didn't. Oh, we got also the Fortunate. Yes, because on Mesa, we have also the chance to drop that. I forgot about it. Oh, the Fortunate is a good card. So yeah, you also have in some maps this chance to get the Fortunate, like Mesa, Jungle Valley, and I think Tropical Island as well, if I remember well. So more chance to get some divines every now and then. I don't think we have a Divine Beauty this league. I'm not sure. We might have it somewhere, but I don't remember where it is. That's even better. Ah, we have Cemetery, so we can have brother Stash and sister Stash. What is the name? I forgot. Oh, we have another more of these. Ooh, nice. Oh shit, the damage is insane. What the hell? I don't know why these guys compared to the other one they're dealing so much damage. This is crazy. Okay. Annul, Chaos, Harbinger, whatever. Now we try to do the boss. So I can test also his slam. Well, he's dying quickly though. Yeah, not testing the slam. We destroyed him. Alright. Next map, we try another one. This layout should have gone differently for me, but yeah, you see. Let's see the audio. Yeah, not testing the slam. We could count what we found in a specific tab. This one at the moment is 20 chaos. 12 of these give you 2 divines. I got 1. I'm gonna put in a special tab so that I remember. Let's do the next one. We have also to talk. We have also to talk about the story. And I'm not talking about the lore, but about the progression through Secrets of the Atlas. Because guys, I have started playing the mission from Egon. So I already saw Zana twice. And tonight we're going to finish the quest with the third time. I think it's going to be the third and last one. So maybe there is going to be one more, I don't know. But at least I'm going to put this on stream. The third boss. I played the first 2 new bosses and they were pretty cool. I'm not sure if with this build, in this current state, I'd be able to kill the boss. But we're gonna try. The first one I killed it in the first interaction with the first interaction of the poison forbidden rite occultist. Then I swapped to another version with the 6th link of forbidden rite, and I was dealing 10 million damage on that boss, so it was nuts. So I destroyed the second boss, which probably is easier. Wait a second. So one was wait. I can see the name from here, I guess, right? So Incarnation of Fear, Incarnation of Dread, and Incarnation of Neglect. I think I've done the Incarnation of Fear is the easiest in my opinion for now, and I think the other I've done is the Incarnation of Dread. So I'm missing the Incarnation of Neglect, I think. So we're gonna find the Incarnation of Neglect tonight, probably. I want to do another map here first, because then when we go for those maps, I don't want to have too many mechanics, because the monster can get pretty nasty. So monster cannot be stunned, hit, poison on it. Sorry, the Desert Spring, let's see how it is.
You can never die. Why don't you test it?
Don't you test it? Repent! About my merc. At the moment, I'm not really using some crazy setup. I only equip them with the cool amulet that everybody uses, the Pickle Store. But I have some ideas for that, and I will update you once I get all the pieces together. And it all depends if I'm gonna stay with this build or if I'm gonna go poison, because if I'm gonna go poison, I need to swap a lot of things. But if I'll stay with this hit based, I have some ideas that could be interesting to explore. Definitely the mercenary in this new expansion provides so much power that playing without him or not including him in your build is almost a mistake. Thing is, it's not easy to find the right mercenary that you want, because maybe you want to farm a specific one with specific abilities, auras and so on, and then you can build gear for give them gear basically. And the problem is that sometimes you can't find exactly what you want. So, and maybe you find him and has some crazy luck killing you, I don't know. So I forgot about the delirium, fuck. Yeah, this delirium part on the Harbinger, I used to do it in City Square because it's very quick, and now here I always forget about it in other maps. That's why I prefer to do delirious maps, even at 20%, 30, 40%. But yeah, it's better to do delirious maps than Mirror of Delirium. It's just I always forget. The other good thing about Delirium maps, or yeah, I think it's in Delirium maps, there is a special card that dropped there, which gives you some Eldritch Chaos Orbs that are very expensive. So that adds up to the whole thing that I'm showing you, these little shards and these little pieces of currency that you're farming right now. That adds up quite a bit of a jackpot, and usually that card, I think it's the dwarf, or at least I just remember the picture of the card. It looks like a dwarf guy. That card is not that uncommon, and with 3 of them, I think it's 3, you get 5 Chaos Eldritch that can be quite a lot of money. So We've been quite unlucky with the fracturing shard, but again, I was expecting that because when I was in Frisia, I was farming Harbinger, I was having all the idols and stuff that were giving me more effect for my farm, more density and so on. So I was sure that maybe all the fracturing I was getting every map, it was probably a little bit too much. But I'm still counting on getting a few. I got 3 maps ago, out of stream, I got 2 fracturing shards, so it's doable. Not really quite apart maybe more maps. But yeah, in my previous, in Frisia, I was able to farm pretty much fracturing shard every map, and that was insane. Okay, this map seems like my character can survive a little bit better for now. Let's see if it continues. I would not consider this strategy. Oh shit. As I said, I spoke, apparently. It might look like all this little currency I'm getting, they're not doing much, but remember guys, Exile is 14 chaos each, and I just got like 5 shards in this 2 maps for now, and we haven't even finished. All the other little currency, you can just forget about it. You will see after a while that you have so many chaos orbs that you don't even know where they're coming from. Annulment orb as well, and then you say, okay, Uncle Bartle was right, this is not too bad. Many players, they just want to see the big shiny things immediately dropping, which makes sense. I don't blame them. I get the slot machine effect as well. It's pretty fun. But yeah, this, guys, let me tell you, maybe is not efficient at the moment, maybe can be not really one of the most profitable strategies out there on the short term. But if you farm this long term, and I'm talking about 50 maps, you will see, wow, this was a degen from something. I guess this was bleed. Because at the moment my build is not bleed immune, which is one of the biggest weaknesses that I need to fix with some expensive stuff. So yeah, apologies for that, but I know this weakness about my build. And I use at the moment a flask to counter bleed, but it was already completely out of charges, so. Another good fun that many people might consider doing if they really enjoy it is this one. Going through the trials can provide you with so much money, but I'm definitely not an enjoyer. So if you wanna do it, have fun. I prefer to farm my blue guys, my blue men here. They're more fun for me. Good to have all this lesser eldritch also. This is very good. Another war priest, so like my guy. I don't really like my guy, but this guy gives me purity of lightning. What the fuck? Dominating blow apparently is pretty strong. My guy doesn't have it. Touch of God. I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna pick him. Nah. Gonna lose some renown with him, I don't care. I'm just not really, I don't really wanna die now. Died already too many times. Let's make sure that we got all the blue guys. Portal here. I think we got all of them. So why there are 50 guys left? Ah, there's something down there. No, there's nothing down here. No, there is something else, but I don't know where. Probably inside the room of the boss, because at this point that's the only option. We have got everything here. So against map bosses my damage is okay in single target. The problem is against those pinnacle bosses in memories. They can take quite a long time, so that's why I'm saying I don't know if this boss we're gonna find I'm gonna be able to kill him or not. It's the first was pretty hard with poison build, but it eventually went down. The second one with the very big 6 link on the Forbidden Rite was pretty easy. I was dealing too much damage, and I was also having some shrine on me, so that was almost cheating. And now we will see what happened with this. Ah, another thing that I'm missing at the moment on the build is cast when damage taken with Immortal Call or Molten Shell or something like that. And yeah, I should do that too. That's gonna increase my quality of life by a lot. I still don't know where there are the other 50 monsters left. I hope I didn't miss the Harbinger. And we go to the next one. 26 quality on a... It's not really worth anything. Crystal ore. We can do a crystal ore as well. I'm gonna test a few maps. I told you which one are my favorite, but yeah. I also need to go for the full 4 stones as well. That's gonna help a lot with the loot and rewards and everything. Another thing that I've done with the poison build in particular was farming a lot of expedition. Look how much currency I have for expedition: 60 astragali, 40 exotic coinage, and 27 scrap metal. And I sold a lot of these. I have these logbooks that we're gonna do it on stream sometimes. Yeah, I sold a lot of this stuff as well. But yeah, this was profitable too. With the poison build for expedition was pretty fun. But again, it gets really hard to farm those. In particular, once you activate and you find that they're immune to curses. So basically my build gets completely annihilated by that mod. So you need to read through them, or at least check on the bottom, middle bottom, all the modifier to see that at least it doesn't have that mod.
Nothing you do will be remembered.
Okay, this time I want to do the delirium first, so we're gonna skip through the guys here. Because delirium can give us a lot, and we have currency on the rewards of the delirium, so that we want to take advantage of that. We could get... Oh my god! Yeah, we need to get way more tanky. 75 block spell damage and 76 attack damage still isn't enough. I get it. I understand. Now I know. We are res capped, of course. We have CI that should give us a lot of quality because we don't get chaos damage. So there are a lot of things that are working against us in this map, so that I'm not really sure I get it, but once I'm fixing the build, it will be like cutting butter. I should not rush too much into the monsters, but because of Profane Bloom, I always believe that I can. I like the big explosions. And I die again. And I die again. Okay, now we take it chill, because otherwise we lose all the stuff. Okay, Delirium paid off quite a lot though. Even if we died a few times, it paid off quite a bit. Remember guys, in this strategy, because we're using the specific scarab, you always have to kill the obelisks that you find where the Harbinger are. Because this obelisk can seems to provide bullshit, but they actually give you every now and then. Well, I don't know what is going on here. Well, how can I get through that? Those obelisks, they give you quite a lot of good stuff. Trust me. Not really rare to find fracturing orb from those. If that doesn't change that much, it should be still doable. Let me see my stats. Sorry guys, let me see. Why am I... Okay, this is why. So, why I'm dying? Yeah, I am a 76 block attack damage and 75 spell damage, but I'm at 51 res, cold and lightning res, and 48 fire. For some reason, my purity of the elements deactivated. Jesus Christ, I would have never seen it. Now we should be fine, right? Now we should be fine, right? Don't die. Yeah. So the same monster that were killing me now, they don't really even make me Blush. So yeah, I don't know when did I deactivate it? I don't even remember. Another thing that you can add to this strategy are these, the new mechanic for Kalgur. So all the deposits, and if you add those nodes, you can have another interesting way of farming. It could be a good thing to do, actually, now that I'm thinking. I'm already using it on another Atlas series that I'm playing for destructive play, so where I'm basically doing bosses and other stuff. And I added ore to the mix just because I wanted to farm it, of course, for settlers. But yeah, now we are tanking stuff. Now that we have purity up, we are tanking stuff. Jeez Louise. So yeah, you can add the ore nodes, and the new one are pretty interesting in my opinion. I am trying also the one of the shipments, which is maps. You, instead of finding the ore thing in map, you find like an abandoned shipment of stuff. And for now, I got some crap out of it, but still, it seems to be that kind of random that could provide you with a mirror out of nowhere. So I will still test it and see if I get more cool stuff out of it. And that definitely could be working well with the Harbinger, to be honest, because this Harbinger, for example, this shrine here, this one provides with a buff that can help you dealing with those waves that the blue Harbinger are. Like, you see, like now we are dealing so much more damage to this big ball of enemies while they're shooting at me. And I died. There were too many though. Holy shit. Holy shit. And I like the Merc guy. Predictable. What the fuck, dude? This should be on my side, right? I think Forbidden Tome, on the other end, they have dropped like to 0. 1 chaos for a Forbidden Tome. Holy shit, this is insane. Original Sin 279 Divine. Jesus Christ. This is absurd. Okay, let's try not to die on my last portal. I will probably try to play some easier content and show you where this build can actually do very well, and I know this, like in Delve, this build works really, really well. Because many monsters in Delve they deal chaos damage. I think I took some bullshit here. Physical damage, extra cold damage, chance for a random charge from enemy on hit. I don't know what was happening there, but I should recheck my VOD to see why I died. Gonna try later another thing. Try iceberg. Let's do it like this, so that we are sure we don't get stupid modifiers.
You can never die. Why don't you test it?
Okay. What I was talking about, let me see. In this time we were very tanky because we don't have stupid mods that we added through altars and stuff. But yeah, I need to just be careful with all the mods that I add to maps, and basically when I click on the altars without looking at the modifiers. I think that is the reason why I was dying a lot in the previous maps. This one is almost empty, but I went through, I mean, it only has one mod, but I went through waves of stuff without dying, and I was feeling kind of safe. So have to be that I'm still not at the point of energy shield amount, recharge, and so on, that basically if I try to push it through all those enemies, I basically instantly die. But once we get to the right point, it should be pretty much immortal. Because this time we went through a lot of things and we didn't get in trouble at all. Look at energy shield right now, it doesn't even go down. So there is definitely something to this. So it's very tanky, but there are some mods that can brick it. And if you accidentally click on the blue altars and pick those mods, well, that was the previous map, guys. The map that we just did before. For the poison version, for some reason, my tankiness was feeling a little bit better. I probably was also playing lower tier map, maybe. Maybe that's also the reason. And maybe in lower tier map, I wasn't feeling the danger. But yeah, I was definitely feeling safer before. Some Cassia is always nice to be done.
The blight is trying to spread.
New roots.
Put out new mycelium. Ugh, new roots.
It seems like Blight is also paying quite a lot this league from what I've seen. But I've done so many Blight in the previous leagues that I need a break at the moment. So I might do it and try it if it's fun. But if there is a new fun strategy, I might try it. But for now, I want to test new stuff or stuff that can be good in this specific moment of the league.
Such was his will.
Well,
Malachi Loop, this is my shield. Mine is better. Well, except the 13 instead of 12 damage per power charge. The 15 increase. Actually, no, maybe his is a little bit better. Nah, not sure. Mine is better, I think. I have 13, he has 12. Yeah, that was the other way around. But he has more energy shield if I quality him. Plus one level of lightning. But he has frost stuff. Right? This one. No, it doesn't seem like.
So be it. I will unmake you. Take it if you must. Just make it quick. Life is too precious to waste on you.
Yeah, that was bleed, I think. The one that was degening me. I haven't checked the debuff.
Slay them amongst the flames.
That is so.
The storm approaches. We might just be here all day.
Give no resistances, so this is gonna take long now.
The storm comes swiftly.
So yeah, for some reason this new, that's for some reason, I know the reason. We are on a 4 link instead of a 6 link, okay? I need to craft the gloves in order to get back to my pseudo 6 or 7 even link. Yeah, the 6th link was dealing so much more damage, it was insane. It was less tanky though. I couldn't tank most stuff with that. And that's why I swapped to this. Grants Wrath. We take the rewards.
Choice.
Safe choice. Come on, give me the fracturing. Come on. I'm waiting just for that. The annulment, as I said, they're pretty frequent, so that's a good plus. It's not a fracturing. Wow, that was very underwhelming. Holy shit. Some maps can be like this. Don't get downhearted, guys. When a map is not really rewarding with the Harbinger killed, not providing you with a lot, it happens. Go to the next one. You will have more luck later. It's not a big deal. There are still 50 mobs left. Where are they? There they are. 50? Apparently so. Wow. Really unrewarding. Holy shit. This was very bad. Sometimes it happens, guys. This is part of the strategy. I will not say that this is a high roller strategy for sure. If you get the mirror shards, it's gonna be a high roll for sure. But the fracturing are not really that uncommon. We've played 3 maps for now, and we haven't found it, but it can happen anytime soon. That's why we're going for another one, boys. We're not stopping. We're not really stopping at all. Shipyards, I don't even remember what map is it. Go for Underground River. Let's go for Underground River. Let's see how it is. Ah, fuck. Minus a res? No, we saw it's bad if we get minus a res. We're gonna change this. Okay, this should be working. And we can also add to this the All Flames later on. I don't know which All Flame could be good, but I think there might be some strategy that can come up with All Flame and Harbinger. I need to still check them, and in order to do that, I need to farm them, which means I need to re-swap a few nodes in my Atlas tree to do June. But June will require you to guys, I mean, I might do a guide, but there are already so many guides. And because June is not an very easy to understand mechanic for the new players, I will probably point you towards some content creators that can give you the best tips and tricks. Like, for example, Cute Dog, he plays June every league. He really knows what he's doing when he's setting up the table and all the rivalries and stuff. So you can definitely check him out. But there is somebody else on YouTube that I saw that done a very accurate build guide. And once we're gonna make the video about that, I will point you towards him to give you a good guide to follow. Holy shit, this time is saying we are doing well, and we got the Grand Eldritch as well, which is good. So yeah, this build, it's a little bit in a very crazy spot at the moment. Sometimes it can tank so many things. As you can see now, we tanked a lot of stuff. And sometimes it's just falling off like crazy for some mods. So I need to understand where am I standing and how to fix all of this. Because I should be able to have so much energy shield regeneration that even going through a lot of damage shouldn't be a problem. But in order to do that, I need to get a higher energy shield pool. And in order to do that, I need a lot of currency to craft a good chest and gloves. The gloves need to be giving me also a lot of damage. So as you can see, there are a few puzzle pieces that I need to fit together quite exactly in a specific way. That's why I was telling you it was challenging to get through the iteration of the build, and I might still come back to the previous one with poison that maybe I feel because of Aegis Aurora and the quality of life that Aegis Aurora provides, I feel it's probably a little bit better, at least for my playstyle. I don't know. Then once I have more currency, I might come back to this one and see if maybe at that point I like it more. But yeah, now we are tanking. We are tanking quite a lot of stuff now without problem. So yeah, as I said, crazy build for sure. And probably still very unoptimized, and somebody else will find some new techs to... Fallen Reverend, this one is a very cool guy as well with Wrath. And Absolution. This one is a cool guy, but we're not gonna fight him because it's probably gonna destroy me in one hit. Every time I find one of these guys, it's scary. In the meantime, guys, if you are following the video, what do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen once Path of Exile 2 will come out with the new update? How many people will keep playing Path of Exile 1? How many people will move back to Path of Exile 2 and check the new update? I'm definitely gonna play both of them. I mean, this league seems like it's Path of Exile 1 new league, this league here, seems like it has a lot of potential for me to play it for a long time. But if it's true that in August we're gonna get Path of Exile 2 update, well, might not have been finished with the stuff that I want to try. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play for sure Path of Exile 2 because I still want to give it another chance, and I know Path of Exile 2 sooner or later will become an amazing game. I'm absolutely certain of that. But you know, maybe we need Ancient Orb. Holy shit, a full Ancient Orb like that, nice. Of course, it's not a Mage Blood. People was there. What is that? What is that? What is that? Check the heavy belt. It's never a Mage Blood, guys. Come on. Everybody knows it's never a Mage Blood or a Headhunter. Never happening. Never ever happening. I want this fracturing orb. Come on. Give me the fracturing. Holy shit. Sometimes I have this problem with my keyboard and I press some keys and that happens. There we go. I called it. There we go. As I said, 4 maps. And the 4th one we got to fracturing shards. So I think it's on average every 4-5 maps, if I have to be honest. I will test it more. I might put it in the comments once the video comes out, so you have more material to work on for my testing. But I will let you know how many maps I get a fracturing. Now, 2 times happened after 4 maps. So if every 4 maps you get 2 of those, we can fairly say that you get full fracturing shards every 40 maps, which is not too bad considering fracturing orb at the moment is 7 divine. For 40 maps, I take it. I mean, it's not the greatest strategy ever made, but it's still very profitable and quite steady if it's consistent. So we will need to see. I will do some more testing before the video comes out on YouTube, so that you can have more information on it. So check the comments. These bosses are going to destroy me. They're possessed, and that's Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Yeah, those monsters, they are possessed, they're crazy. 9 Chaos Orb, Graters. So you see, this little currency we get, the 123 Frostbolt probably is worth nothing, right? 5 Chaos. But this little one, and 6, 1 Harbinger, Ancient Orb, all of this stuff that we farmed pretty much, it's adding up, you see, for fracturing shards. So consider doing this for a little bit longer, and you will let me know, guys. You will let me know how you find yourself. But I can tell you, if you get to the optimal point, that is how I said at the beginning of the video, with the full investment in the scarabs, with the other scarab that gives the bosses, so you need to be able to kill the bosses, of course, but those bosses also provide better chances to roll for better currency shards. So yeah, basically, after you will play a little bit longer, you will see that it's actually worth it. But yeah, test it out. I will put in the comment my findings once I complete more maps. And for now, that was it from me. Have a good night, boys. I hope you had fun in this video. If you learned something, let me know. I didn't know about this mechanic, it's pretty cool. Or maybe you can let me know which other mechanic you want me to explore in the next one. Stay nice with each other, be nice to each other. And follow, subscribe. Peace. Hello boys, what's up? Tonight we are back. Yes, we are back, and tonight we have another thing to do. Our character, right here, you see, there is a guy, this Egon Caesarius, like Caesar, like the Emperor Caesar from Rome. And he has a quest for us. Now, let me tell you, I already faced 2 of the new bosses for Secret of the Atlas. And we're gonna go through the thread that this guy will provide us in order to fight the 3rd one. Hopefully we're gonna be able to kill it. And we'll see what Zana has to say about this. Because we might find Zana once again. So let's get it started. We have the 3 maps. The first one is Jungle Valley. Pretty fun. That's a cool map. Let me get some alchemy. Yeah, because that's a different kind of Atlas tree. We cannot put... I think we can also put scarabs. At the moment, I don't know, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm on this tree here, but I want to see maybe if I do this. Let me see if I do this, if it completely deletes. Because at the moment I was on a Harbinger strategy that you can find in the video that I put here up on screen. I want to see if I swap to a completely empty Atlas tree, what is going to happen. And I need Scouring Orb so that we can roll the bad modifier out. Some modifier of this map can be pretty crazy, let me tell you. It is influenced by the originators, 35% more monster damage, monster are hexproof. So for example, this one would be terrible for my build at the moment. We definitely don't want that. Second try, master have +1 master on frenzy charges, gain frenzy charger on hit, avoid poison bleeding, 50% block attack damage. Please have 3% reduce action speed every time they've used the skill recently. No, thank you. Please, minus 12 maximum res. We can try this even if it's not the best. 7 critical strike multiply. Well, seems like this is gonna destroy us. Red monster have volatile cores. I mean, probably need to roll this a little bit. Physical damage is fire, +1 maximum frenzy. Chain 3 times additionally. Okay, this one at least seems doable. Probably not easy, but doable. Let's go.
As expected.
So the 3 maps before the last one, there are 4 maps in total. The first 3 will be, so it seems like we still have the as I open with the Harbinger, we still have the Harbinger inside here because I swapped the Atlas tree after I accepted the quest. So probably we will find Harbinger in this. It's weird that we didn't find the Delirium, but my Delirium is not at 100%, so maybe that is why. The first 3 maps will be part of the Atlas tree, so you will have to follow them as it was shown on the previous screen, and they have all this crazy modifier. If you put an alchemy orb on them, you can also leave them white, but they should be able to provide better rewards than normal tier 16, so that's why I want to try and risk it a little bit. The 4th map of this series, this thread, the 4th one, it's usually a new map with a new mini boss, let's call it. The first mini boss that I faced was Cyrus, a reworked version of Cyrus. The second one, I forgot who was it, but it was another guy that was pretty fun to fight. And then after you finish the 4th map on the thread, there is some kind of memory of Zana comes out, or there is anything. The guy tell us that he found something about Zana and we need to investigate. And then you go to face the real pinnacle boss. And the essence of fear, I think, is the one that I faced the last, and it was probably the easiest. I think we're gonna go find this time the neglect guy, which I don't even know what it does. So we will see. Hopefully, it's not gonna be completely impossible. On my first attempt on the first boss, it took me a little bit, but I made it at the end on the last portal because that guy with the mechanic was pretty crazy. On the essence of fear, I was over buffed with crazy buff from shrines and stuff, and also the petals down here, the memories that we gather. In this case, we have consume petals to cause affecting nearby monster to have either 200% more item quantity or 90% less item quantity. I mean, this one is a gamble, completely gamble. The number of petals is proportional to the power of affected monster. So we could use this maybe on the boss, or we can try here. But for example, this time I don't know what happened. It seems like this should be working for this big packs that we find when I pop them with Profane Bloom, but I don't know how to see if it works because it seems a little bit weird that how can I check that I got? I don't know. We're not gonna do the ritual. I want to do the boss. I want to speedrun this. Jesus Christ, this was damage. Well, this guy is so much powerful. Oh shit. Okay. It was almost killing me. Holy shit, that was insane. Okay. When you kill the boss, now you will see, when we kill the boss, we will have to choose, similar to the Eldritch altars, when you choose if buffing the boss, but you get more rewards at the end, or buffing enemies. In this case, we will choose between two options for what's gonna happen in the next maps. Kind of like a roguelike game where you keep going through the maps, and the more negative or positive stuff you get, the more difficult it gets, but also more rewarding. For example, in this case we have future maps in this memory thread gain 31% rarity of item found in this area. Okay. Future map in this memory thread gain 100 influence monster pack size 30% increase pack size. Usually pack size is better. Rarity, it's a weird one. I think pack size should be better. I'm not, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm completely mistaken, but I think pack size should be better. Better than rarity, at least if I don't scale rarity in some other way, because just a 37% rarity seems, or 20, or how much was it? Seems a little bit too little if I don't have another kind of rarity on 3 or through scarabs or all flame, stuff like that. So let's find a portal. I don't have a portal now. What the fuck? Can I find a portal? Can I find a portal, please? There are no portals around. Wait, these conjurables, let's get them. I want a portal. I need to go back to the beginning, for real. Jesus. Okay, we get the portals before getting into the next memory. Okay, and this was the first thread. Now we're gonna talk to the guy again. It's gonna give us the next map. Actually, we need this and this. And as you can see, we get the loot from the ground with this new kind of influence. I haven't played with this yet, but it seems like this has high potential for interesting craft. We will see later on. Now it's not the time for me. I still need to make currency. I am still broke as fuck. I'm still spending money into leveling characters because that's how I play the game for now, but we will see. Okay, so we talk to the guy again to go to the next one. That one is dungeon. Dungeon is not really a nice one. I might do it white. I don't want to risk it just because it's if I remember well, dungeon is an annoying one. The layout is trash. What the fuck is this guy? So with the power of the petals, I got more gold from one single guy. Worth it. Maybe on the... Maybe this could work on the Harbinger, by the way. Because Harbinger usually give more gold. on average. Oi. Follow the Abyss maybe has something cool to give us. Nice, 1 carousel. Isn't that too much? When I said about the layout, I wasn't joking, right?
You have chosen death. Defeat warrants tribute. Take it.
The layout of this map is so awful, I can't even express how bad it is. And I think we haven't even taken the portals, so we might need to log out at the end. This feels bad, but I forgot to pick the portals from the ground. Give me the portals, some portals. No, nobody has a portal in this map. What the hell? They don't have loot, but they don't even have portals. That's crazy. I'm lost. I don't even know where I have to go. Okay. Editor, cut to the end of this map so the people don't get bored into that shit, okay? That was a long map. Let me just tell you that, guys. If you don't see the full thing, that was a long map. Okay, Delirium Master. Oh, Delirium. Basically, packs are contain mirror Delirium. This could be interesting. Alternative chance for an area to contain additional memory petal skill. Well, I want that. I wanna try the new petal skills. Still missing the portals, of course. So we do it like the pro player do. Just keep it manually. Third map, and then we see the boss, boys. The first mini boss, and then the final boss. Oh shit. Okay. Boom. Bada boom, bada beam, boom bam. Alright, let's get into Crystal Core. Crystal Core is nice. Crystal Core is not too bad.
The threat is revealed.
Great order of go with courage.
I'm not gonna do the video on Wildwood. I don't want to risk the map at all. Let me see. Ah, we don't have the +1 on the thing. Modifier effect in nearby magic and rare monster per 30 seconds. The number of petals consumed is proportional. A memory of mocking. What does it do? Nobody knows. What does it do? I have no idea. The memory of mocking activated, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Feels like I'm a little bit faster, but could be because of my soul eater as well, so I can't get it.
You're either a client, only get one shot at this. Choose wisely.
Oh, this one is quite a lot of chaos res. Intelligence, chaos res. Holy shit, this could be cool. It's just missing another open suffix. Like, I don't know. Yes.
This won't take, only get one shot at it. Death calls. Here's yours. Oh, don't argue with results.
Why nobody? Nah, whatever. Don't know why it wasn't showing on my filter. Maybe it was too low tier, but it's still quite a lot of chaos res. On some character that can be valuable. Even just the beginning of the maps, it can be pretty good. Nobody knows what is the memory of the mocking, by the way. I need to figure this out sooner or later. I already found it another time and I wasn't sure. Okay. So, third boss down, boys. Usually map in the memory track gain 2% chance to originator packs in order to be rare. First originator packs. Yeah, we want more packs instead of the rare thing. Still no portal because I'm an idiot. Okay. Now we should have the special map.
good news.
There we go. This one is the special map. The fourth one in the thread, it's always a special map. Theater of Lies. Influence monster pack in area have 37% increased pack size. So all the stuff that we picked from the previous maps. And influenced area is influenced by the originator memories. Now this one's gonna be fun because we're gonna fight the mini boss. And then we're gonna go to Zana. Theater of Lies. Holy shit.
Locate the kernel and depose it.
This one starts differently. Yeah, in these maps, he can come with you, in these special ones, but then he just stay there. You need to do the dirty job. He's just gonna stay there and chill. Which is funny. Backstage. So there is a backstage right there. It's literally a theater. That's a cool map. Holy shit. So this is, oh my god, this is such a cool map. This is a very cool map. Let me tell you. The theater is a very cool map. Hopefully the boss is gonna be cool as well. What do we have here? Memory of familiarity. Consume petals because affecting nearby monsters will either. Okay, it's like the first one. Impulsiveness. Consume petals because affecting nearby monsters will wonder in case your temporality and convert non-unique equipment item to gold. Ah. Okay. That's interesting. Backstage. One easy trick if your build seems to be a little bit slow or not really strong enough for this mouse, maybe you feel like you might need damage, add shrines to your map, guys. Pack with energy and shrines. Pack with energy is the delve node, right pretty much at the beginning of delve, 7 points away from the start of the Atlas tree, and the shrines you can pick whatever you want for that, but if you add shrine you definitely will have so much damage that you cannot enter into the boss room and destroy him. Okay, boss, guys, we are the boss. I'm scared. Defeat the deceitful god. Oh, so it's Innocence part Act 2. Jesus. Well, not Act 2, but more Act 7000. And he still does this, but the one from the original Innocence is more dangerous, I have to say. And that beam is invisible, which is not helping. Reprimand is similar to the other. So the skills are similar to the... Oh, but it does these balls more frequently, I see. Uh-oh. And now the slams are multiple. I see. What is happening? Why am I dying? Why am I dying? What was that? What degen I got? I have no idea. Okay, give me the portals because I don't want to run all the way through every time. I was doing well, and then all of a sudden I died. For no reason. Okay, Innocence, Cyrus, and I forgot... What the fuck? No. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But why my auras sometimes they get shut down? There is... Oh my god, this is so stupid. I need to understand what I'm pressing to make the arrows go off every time. It's so stupid. I really don't like it. Okay, let's go. Is it gonna have the thing with these guys? Wait, I think this should deal me damage, but it doesn't. Ah, now it does. I don't know what happened there though. I was checking my life and it was not moving for a moment. Weird. The other good part about this is that if we fail, we can redo it. We can redo the map. So, nothing to worry about. Okay, now I'm starting to get stupid because I'm not even looking at the screen. Sorry, boys. This was hilarious. The skill does are pretty much the same of the bossing campaign. And in maps, because we find him in maps as well, by the way. Okay, so when he does this, I want to understand what happened. If I stay out here, nothing happens, right? So when he finishes, we can basically fight him again. Hopefully. Believe in me. Okay, we won. Okay, boys, we did it.
That's it. We have what we need. Let us plug in the device at once.
Okay, so now we go for Zana. So Egan arrives, he picks the memory, and now we go for Zana. I'm curious to see what's happening now. Alright, boys, lore time.
What news?
Moment of reverence.
Time to finally get answers. I am ready. Significant memories for a child, but a drop in a pool of insignificance to someone grown. Everything a matter of perspective.
And now we stand on the edge of a new tomorrow. A brighter future. A secure future for one and all. Nothing is secure within the reality of torment.
Holy shit, Incarnation of Dread. Okay, so the Neglect was the other one that I've done. I've done Neglect and Fear. This one is the Incarnation of Dread. It looks like a dragon. Okay, what is happening with those balls? They're coming back. No, we don't like it. No, 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 no. The balls are following me. And that's not chaos damage. Like, and it created... Oh, shit. Okay, I see how it is. Do I have the damage to deal with this? I have no idea. What is that? Ice? Okay, there's a phase here. Collect the roses. Where are the roses? Oh, Jesus Christ. The roses. Where are the roses? How I collect the roses? Is this a rose? No. This is a rose. Far. Bring the red rose to Incarnation of Dread. It's here. How do I... What? Bring the blue rose. What the fuck is the blue rose?
For what purpose? What reason?
What is the blue rose? Holy shit, this boss is crazy. And now? Okay, okay, that was okay. Fine. Oh, the bubbles, the bubbles, the bubbles, come, come. Ah, he does this as well with the bubbles? Motherfucker. And now the DJ is right there. I can't stay behind him anymore. That's bullshit. That's pretty bullshit. Okay, collect the rose again. Where is the rose? Give me the rose. I can't see the rose. Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening here. Collect the blue rose. What the freak is the blue rose? Ah, there it is. Okay, 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 okay. What purpose? What reason? I don't know how I found the red rose. I couldn't see it, but the blue rose, it's easier. Okay, this is okay. Nothing happens to us. But it's not taking damage. I'm scared. The bubbles, the bubbles, the bubbles. Now he's gonna do the AoE again. No, he does that. Okay, that's cool. If he does the AoE over there, it's pretty much over. Okay. Okay, this boss seems for now to be doable. Okay. Collect the roses. Where is the red rose? Where is the red rose? Is this a rose? No. Where the freak? Ah, this is the red rose. Jesus. And then the blue rose. What is the blue rose? For what purpose? The Atlas is everything we need. Everything we do. Everything we see, everything we do. There's untold power. Where is he going? I'm here, bro. There we go. Now where is Zana?
I must know. What is the meaning of this?
You will never give up, will you? I suppose I should have known.
The tear. It remains open.
Uh-oh.
Speak to my sister.
Uh-oh. So we need to go there. Okay, let me get the loot first.
The High Templar grows increasingly cruel with me. Renarius suspects my involvement with the secret heretics, but he misunderstands. I have never known such a bitter fury. The truth about innocence means nothing to me, and the Templars can tear each other apart for all I care. That was my wife's cause, not mine. and she paid for her courage with her life. For that, I will never forgive them.
Alrighty. That was a cool fight, by the way. And I have to say, among all of them, probably the first one, the first boss that I fought, which is Neglect, is the most complicated. These two, they've been the easiest.
It is true that I have pursued you, relentlessly so. But it is only to know your mind, to know your brilliance, and to save you.
There are some truths we cannot know, some realities we cannot allow, and sometimes we, ourselves, cannot be saved.
Forgive me, but this cryptic nonsense only drives me further into despair of not knowing. Be plain with me. Tell me the truth.
I cannot. I have suffered too long here to fail now. It has almost broken me. But I must succeed. The only way is to destroy it. It all must be destroyed.
To destroy what?
The Atlas.
What?
But why? Let us do this together, from the outside. Why must you suffer endlessly here to achieve this?
It has already begun. The imbalance is almost at its peak. I must remain, for I am the catalyst. Afterwards, no one can harness its power.
Sister, please, let me help you.
Enough! I am not your sister.
What? What do you mean?
You mean much to me. More than you could ever know, and that is why it must all be destroyed.
No, wait!
What? Did we... What? Did we just make Zana destroy the Atlas? And this is how we get into Path of Exile 2 Atlas? What? You know the roses, this is pretty cool though. That is pretty cool. So she destroyed the Atlas. Now what? Now what happened? Oh my god. This one was a pretty cool story, by the way. I mean, I wasn't expecting the story to be this present in the game, but that was pretty cool. Now we are trapped in here. Because I can't open... I can open a portal now. I couldn't open it before. Okay, that was fun. Let's see again what it has to say. Let's see what it says now. Alright. He must be pretty damn sad about him. His sister say, no, you're not, I'm not your sister. Another Whisper of Infinity, similar to what we have, by the way. This one is a little bit better because of more energy shield. Yeah, this one seems a little bit better than what I have, by the way.
She said she is not my sister. Then who am I? None of this makes any sense. My life continues to be an unsolved mystery. But I must move forward. I must aspire. We should continue our work. There must be a way to appeal to Zana to prevent her unraveling herself beyond redemption. If we continue to disrupt these memories, perhaps we can prevent her from destroying herself. Atlas be damned. We must save Zana.
We must save Zana. But the Atlas is destroyed in theory, isn't it? So I don't know. I mean, that's confusing, but very nice thing. And I hope you enjoyed this different video, more lore oriented at least for our beloved Zana and her story. I hope we will see her again and we understand what's happening there. Maybe in 3.27, maybe in 3.30, who knows? Maybe in Path of Exile 2, who knows? Maybe she is part of the 4th chapter of the campaign in Path of Exile 2. That would be interesting. If they gave us this now, and then in 0.3 we have the 4th chapter of Path of Exile 2 campaign. And we get Zana. Ooh, that would be cool. Don't forget to follow, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this ending. Is it a good ending? Could we have a better ending? See you in the next one, guys. Peace.